Your Storm Alert Team Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
So it's October 1st. Now we can look back at what September was like, and this probably won't surprise you. It was hot and it was dry. Here we go. 14 90-degree days in Lincoln. That's the 5th most for the month of September. All of these are for the month of September. So 0.2 of an inch of rain in September. That's the 4th lowest for the month. Average temperature, that's the low and the high added up together and then divided and all that math. 71.2, that's the 15th hottest on record for the month of September. And the average high temperature was 86.9 degrees. That's the 3rd hottest on record for the month of September in the capital city. So it was hot and it was dry. No way around that. Speaking of hot and dry, Saturday. Temperatures may get into the middle 90s by 3 o'clock by kickoff, into the lower 90s by 5 p.m. and then cooling off 87 degrees. The shade that you can see back here, that's probably around 4 o'clock. And so if you sit over here, make sure you're hydrated and wearing sunscreen because it is going to be a hot one. It's warm out, not warm out there today. This was actually a pretty nice fall feel to the day. 84th and O Street, Southeast Community College. We're at 72. That's the best temperature out there. Well, according for me. 70 in Beatrice, 70 in Hebron. Some 60s out there like Broken Bow, Holdridge, Grand Island, Norfolk, O'Neill. This is a lot colder than we were yesterday by about 15 to 25 degrees colder, starting to warm back up just off to the west. But we're in the 60s and 70s just about everywhere. 67 in Aurora, 70 in Beatrice and Hebron, 68 in York and Columbus. Jeez, look at these dew points. 20s. Are you kidding me? That is, I mean, it is dry. You usually see this in winter when there's like snow on the ground, but not much of a wind either. If there is any, it's out of the south, around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some high clouds out there, that's about it. Some high clouds off to the north and west. We need the precipitation. There's just not any. All of this will be high clouds, so no precipitation on Stormcast for the next several days. It's just going to be a quiet first part of October. Speaking of the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, this is October 7th through the 11th. Huge area of warmer than average, above normal temperatures, and precipitation, it's just not going to happen. This is basically next week, October 7th through the 11th. So for tonight, a chill in the air, middle and upper 40s to around 50. High temperatures tomorrow. It depends on where you're at. Lower 80s, middle 80s, upper 80s, may even see some 90s a little further north and west. So it is going to be a warm one and kind of a breezy one too. Southwest wind 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wednesday and Thursday, very similar to each other temperature wise. Take a step back on Friday. That's a little false hope there because boom, there we go. 94, look at the record, 98 set back in 1947. And then we cool back down. Boy, this time of year, little up and little down, anything can happen. I mean, record lows are in the single digits, record highs are in the upper 90s, so it can be very warm and very cold this time of year, but it's going to be just warm, especially on Saturday, then cooling back down into the 70s. Unfortunately, no precipitation in the forecast for the next 10 days. We need that to change soon, but it's just not going to happen. So I guess enjoy fall while it's here today because it gets back to summer the next several days.
All right, thank you, Rusty. New at 5, Medicare.